Hello my stars and welcome to today's video on the channel where I will be showing you 4 cool Minecraft seeds that I have kind of stored away for my Bare Buildtopia series here on the channel. A few of these I have been saving on social media like TikTok and Instagram that I've just kind of had saved, and I'm going to share them with you today. So I hope you enjoy. I do have more seeds stored away, so if you want a part 2, just go ahead and let me know. And yeah, let's go ahead and get on with it. Okay, so this first seed that I have is called a cherry blossom ring. I will leave a link in the description, or not necessarily a link, but I will leave the seeds and the coordinates in the description of the video so you can just copy and paste them into your world to get to them and just know what they are. So this one is not at spawn, so you will have to teleport to the coordinates, or if you're doing regular survival, you will have to walk to those coordinates. But I will just go ahead and leave those in the description. Okay, so when you spawn, or I put the middle of this ring as the coordinates, you'll see here my computer loading the whole area. It is a pretty big area, which is why it's taking so long for my computer to actually load it. I actually had to speed this clip up because it was taking so long. But it is actually a really cool seed. This is one of the ones that I have something already in the works for the fairy village that I'm building. That will be hopefully coming out soon. But this is a really big area and it's really cool. The Y, I will say, for the coordinates, I just kind of put a random Y so that I would spawn above ground instead of under. I messed up twice on that though, I will say, on accident. But this area is really cool. There's so many little nooks and crannies also inside of the hills where there's a lot of cave systems, a lot of ways that you can sneakily get in and out of the ring. And I do have a few lag spikes that end up in here, just an FYI, because it was a lot for my computer to load at once. But in that little area where the waterfall is going into, there is actually a cool little surprise down there. You can kind of see a glimpse of it already, but there is actually a mineshaft attached to the bottom of this little floating island. You can see some of the chains right there. But yeah, this is just one of the cave systems that is here. Again, there are so many, and it is literally a hill circle. So outside there are plain biomes and other mountain biomes, as well as more bodies of water. But this is just me showing more of those kind of cave systems. Right there you can see a cave system that goes up. I am going to have a couple more lag spikes right here, so just deal with me on that. This is one of my favorite seeds that I've come across. I know it has gone viral on social media in the past. I think I've been building this fairy village though for a really long time, a lot longer than I'd like to admit. I actually am going to use this seed one other time for another idea that I have for a Bare Buildtopia episode, obviously coming in the future. But yeah, this is the cherry blossom ring. Okay, so this next one is a lush cave under a beached shipwreck, technically. I actually came across this on my own. There was a vanilla survival world that I had started, and I came across this while exploring, looking for a desert biome. And I kind of got mad because I had already settled down somewhere, and then I found this really, really cool area. And obviously, I can't just pack up and move I mean, you can. It'll take a while. This was pretty far from spawn, to walk in survival to bring everything back and forth. Like I had already built a house, a greenhouse. I had so many animals that don't always teleport there. So unfortunately, I just packed the seed up in my back pocket and we'll use it for future, maybe. This is kind of where I messed up teleporting on the Y level, but this is where you spawn. It is kind of a beach next to a taiga biome, and you can see like the beach shipwreck there. It is very important that you see this azalea tree here, and that azalea tree is what lets you know that there's a lush cave underneath. When you go into the beached shipwreck, there is a chest down there, and I do go into spectator mode so that you can see the area much better. But you can see the entire beach shipwreck right there. And like I was just saying, it is very important the way that you go into this beach shipwreck because you have to go in a very specific way to get into the cave system that I stumbled upon. You have to be facing that azalea tree, which I will show better towards the end of this clip. But this is just me showing all the caves and everything nearby. This is the way that you go into the cave system. So there's a little one right there that has this tunnel down into this really cool lush cave system. It's a really deep one and a very big one. There's glow squid in it, obviously axolotls, ton of glowberries, and there is also actually a ruined portal right here. So it's perfect for a base if you want to create your own nether portal. There's even a chest there so you can get some loot. But yeah, it's right under this taiga beach with the azalea tree that, you know, acknowledges that there is a lush cave under there. Alright, well this is the beach shipwreck one. Okay, so this one is a lush cave and a mineshaft in one. I already have an idea for this one, for the Bare Buildtopia. That is such a hard thing to say fast without thinking about it. I mess it up every time. My Bare Buildtopia series. I have this seed stored away, and I already have an idea on what I want to do with it. I spawned myself into the ground yet again, so I would definitely just recommend maybe typing like 100 or 150 for the Y if you're teleporting in creative. If you're in survival, be a little bit more careful with that. But it is, again, this huge lush cave that my computer could not handle immediately in a dark forest, which is really cool. Sets the vibe a little bit, but there's this giant hanging mine shaft from it. And it just kind of gives like this really cool vibe where it's like these floating islands almost. Very, very mystical. Yeah, this is the lush cave with a mine shaft in like a cool dark forest. Alright, so this one I call split biome because it is a split biome right in the middle, but it is honestly such a cool split biome. Not kind of your traditional split biome where like the biome ends and the new one begins. This one's a little bit different. So this one is actually right at spawn. So right when you spawn in, you turn around a little bit and you'll see that this looks like an ice beach, you know, just a regular ice beach, and then the water changes color, and then if your computer decides to, you know, load it properly, like mine totally did, you'll see that it is actually a cool cherry blossom area. There is also another forest outside of the cherry blossom biome, and it's literally like split down the middle in the water, which is a really cool thing. At least cool for like if you're playing with your friends, like somebody can have the cherry blossom biome and someone else can have the ice biome, and it just, you know, adds a little bit of creativity to those survival worlds. So yeah, this is that split biome. It's pretty cool. One of my favorites for sure.